Alright, so it is still Fragapalooza day 1 here. So far, we have started with Metroid Prime 2, then did some Smash Free-for-Alls, then did some Liberation Battles in Unicorn Overlord, and then we just wrapped up the Smash Bros. Free-for-all tournaments that we were running on the stage there. Oh, I can have the venue cam on here and do this. So I have a venue cam because it was my player cam for the tournaments and stuff. And then I took a little bit of a BRB break, did the chair putt event that was going on over there. It's currently 11:35 p.m., so took a little bit of a break there. And I was like, well, what's on my list of things I wanted to do while I was here? Oh, Paper Mario 1000 Year Door Super Bosses? Sure. Let's try it. Let's try it. So, I did at one point attempt the Pit of 100 Trials on my own time, just to get through most of it. And it does get kind of crazy at the end. So, like, if I can't beat the boss at the bottom of that, then I'll just look up a YouTube video of it happening and be like, hey, my obligations for this playthrough are done. Is what I think I'll do. But hey, I'll give it a go. Why am I missing like 1 HP? Also, what are my badges currently set to? Because I know I was grinding a bunch of stuff. No, this was like my stuff that I was ready for like build. Just a bunch of like pretty standard things. I'm not doing like a super specialized build or anything like that. Yeah, it's pretty standard stuff. I also found out, since I basically beat the entire game start to finish the last time that I played this, there's a lot of things that I didn't realize about the game then. And I realized when I was playing it, I said that power bounce was a lot harder than I remember. That's because it is. Turns out in the remake, they changed it so at the 4th jump, it needs to be frame perfect. So I'm not as good at power bounce as I used to be. And that's the reason why it is actually harder, is the case. Oh yeah, wasn't I playing with GameCube controller? I can plug in my GameCube controller. What am I doing? Whoops, that's not what I want to do. Just doing this whole playthrough with a GameCube controller. What is wrong with me? Here, let's plug that in, and I can use that. There we go. Perfect. There. Now I can play the way that it was meant to be played. Let's go. So, yeah, it's been a pretty busy past couple days. Let me get into the pit first, and then I'll be able to ramble more. The pit was right by the 1,000-year door, right? I think it was just right down here. It has been a hot second since last streaming this game, because I was streaming this for Megaland, which was May 24th or 26th, I think? This event is August 8th to 11th. So, it's a decent bit later since the last time that I played this here. I did make some progress in that I did some grinding on my own time and gained a bunch of levels to I don't know what that was. To gain some levels and stuff so that my HP and stuff let's see here. So I took away a bunch of my HP to put it into BP at first, yeah, and then I got my HP up even higher. Then I was like, oh, let's get my FP up to 60 as well, and then I didn't get the time, and I was like, oh, that's fine. Level 40 is pretty good, I would say. Everyone's fully powered up with Shine Sprites, so everyone's pretty good there. I never bothered to look into, what's best gear. I honestly forgot the gear screen was a thing here, I'm gonna be honest. Oh, just like that. Should I actually set up my inventory for specific items? Like, will 2 life mushrooms be enough? I don't know where I buy more life mushrooms. Screw it, let's do it. Again, I just want to showcase what these bosses are as part of my playthrough. Considering you have to do 100 floors of fighting enemies, if I can't do it, then I'm not going to do it over again, because this is so long of a time commitment. Hey, what's up? I'm a mover. I know a few things about getting through this dungeon. Or if you coins, I can move you where you want to go. Where do you want to go? Sure, move me down 5 levels. I'll take as much time to save as I can. Alright, close your eyes, but secret paths are secret. Don't open your eyes at all. I think by using a mover, I did miss some of the rewards. So every 10 levels in the Pit of 100 Trials, you get a reward, and you get an opportunity to go back. You can never save anywhere along the Pit of 100 Trials. That be not an option. I wonder if I got, the first strike thingamabob. If it would let me defeat enemies in the Pit of 100 Trials. Or, the one where it's run into them and then they just die. If that's a thing. So stylish. Gonna have to remember how to play this game. Also, I love how this uses the Hooktail battle theme. Or Hooktail Castle battle theme is what I should say. because that was quite a bit of a slapper. I can put it on and see, just for science. So, the current equipped badges, what do I not need right now? Don't need time tutor or super appeal, but like, those who defeat weak foes with the first strike on the field. Okay, so the bumping into them one probably wouldn't work either. Well, yeah, I think the bumping into them one is free. Oh, I'm dropping frames from time to time. I mean, there's a lot of people using the interwebs here. Oh, that's bump attack. No, that one's not free. It's the first strike that's free, like that. And it's not instantly defeating it, so I guess I cannot do that. No luck on that front. So, anyway, I am really, really sleep deprived, honestly. Because the past 2 days were set up for the venue here, and I would have helped with setting up the venue. Except, here, let's just use scoops.
Right, are you guys still alive?
Oh, maybe I'll wait until after this year. Let's see here, power shell, because that'll hit everyone. Spin. Oh, I tried to spin. I tried to style on him. That's what I tried to do. Alright, there we go.
First person to bring out this G-Link, something Hello Kitty. Which game?
Something Hello Kitty needs to be brought up. I just bring my EV mouse pad. Those are a whole bunch of kitties. I mean, they're basically like foxes, but whatever. Basically kitties, you know. Hey. So stylish. Here. Let's go ahead and switcheroo here is what I better do. Anyway, the past 2 days were set up, and I would have helped with it. Oh, that's fine, I guess. I swear I was pressing A there. But I had family visiting from Germany. My mom's cousin was visiting, and with, like, his family. And then, he was also traveling with his friend and his family. So quite a bit of a group. And they could only go to the family's lake cabin during the week, and they really want to go there. So I headed out on Tuesday, and everyone was going to come back on Thursday. Today is Thursday. I needed to be here in the rec center pretty early this morning. Well, I didn't need to be, but I very much wanted to be, and give me time to like set up and get things organized and figured out. Let's see here. What was the problem with dry bones again? Just like that they had defense and stuff? Something? Yeah, just that, I guess. So let's see here. So I went out to the lake on Tuesday along with everybody. Oh yeah, the style there. I forgot about. It's hard to cut, even when I can kind of turn off my brain to play these, it's still kind of hard to talk while being in the middle of a battle. And, especially when I'm a little bit sleep deprived. I'm not actually feeling very sleepy. But anyway, I went out on Tuesday. Just spend the night, went out with my cousin's younger kid. And while the older kiddo and my cousin were here the past 2 days helping set up. Hi, a mover? Sure, down 5 levels. Take me down, I guess. What we'll do. And it was definitely a pretty exhausting couple days with the with all the groups there and lots of kiddos and teens. I definitely put a lot of work into making sure everyone was entertained. Hey, look, another mover. Wow, that's amazing. Maybe you get more movers when you've done this before. I don't know. That's not as time consuming. Maybe I saved myself some time by doing a lot of this earlier. Some of the later maps do get a little bit crazy for the before the super boss. Okay, just send me down. I don't need anything, Rabobs. That's fine. So pretty busy couple days. Spent a decent bit of time out on the water doing tubing. Wow, this is kind of crazy. Never seen this many movers. But I don't know how many times in the past I would have, like, gone into this dungeon repeat times. So that's probably a factor here, as saving myself some time to go to the super bosses, and really cool. And I did want to come back on Wednesday at a semi-decent hour, because I needed to pack everything up into my car. And, with that, I needed to, we'll have lots of time to do that. My brain's malfunctioning. It's been a long day. I'm repeating myself. I had to pack things up. And I was debating about, like, when should we come back? And there was some really good supper being made by a few different people, including, like, one of the best chefs in the village. I was like, okay, I do kind of want to try that. Some spätzle with vegetables he threw together was one of the things. I was like, that was pretty good. So I was like, I'll just stay for supper, and supper was a little bit later than expected. So we only ended up leaving at like 8 p.m. And then we got home at like 9:30 p.m. Pretty late. And then I wasn't even done, like, digitally packing up my computer. I wasn't done these screens yet, the new ones to replace the old ones. The old one being this here. I wasn't quite done with this yet. And I just quickly slapped some text together and kind of called it a day there and did the same animation. I might change the font and change the design sometime later if I decide that it's like something that I want to change. So this is just a font that I've picked up from Fragapalooza this year because it's used in the 2024 of Fragapalooza 2024. It's that font there. Here, let's bonk. That looks not half bad. So maybe I'll change it. Maybe I'll keep it the same. I'll adjust like the camera positioning and some different things because right now things are just kind of slapped together. I'm gonna go ahead and do this because I was frantically doing it last night. Then frantically getting everything loaded in my car. And my cousin was gonna be heading out a little bit later in the day today. I can't get that done. Holy crap. Like around noonish. And both the kiddos wanted to get here pretty early. And I can fit myself one passenger and a lot of stuff in my car by putting down both the seats. And my cousin and the older kiddo had other stuff brought here, like over the past couple days that they were helping set up here anyway. But I needed to bring all my stuff, and my cousin's younger kiddo didn't have any of her stuff here either. So my car and 2 passengers and 2 people's stuff of like equipment and sleeping stuff to last for the 4 days here. It's like, yeah, that's kind of a decent bit of stuff, isn't it? But here, let's just do this. And I wasn't sure whether it would be feasible to get everything in there, but managed to make do by the back seats. They because they can fold down, I folded down the seat that's just the seat on its own rather than the seat in the middle. And so I was able to get 2 passengers in the back and then use like the front passenger seat for storage. So we were able to put her chair and her computer there. And she used to be sitting next to me, but I think she moved close to a friend. Now if I want to, I could just like take up this whole... Maybe I will later, but I mean, I am taking up a decent bit of space already. And I have like a table just on the other side of this monitor where I have like all these 3D printed prizes for the Smash tournaments that I'm running. I just want some FP back. Probably not a bad idea. So we're able to fit that in there and then shove a lot of stuff into the back. And I needed to ask my cousin to take just a mattress for me to sleep on that I'd be putting in the back of my car to sleep in. And, oh dang. I pretty much just want FP, so that's not a big deal. There we go, FP. And a beanbag chair. Since the kids always love the beanbag chair. Although he was very not impressed today because of all the stuff they had to bring, like, server-wise. So he's saying there's no way that you can bring that stuff back. Would otherwise, like, take it back home again later today. I was like, well, I guess I can put it on the kids' laps when I take it back home. Though, I mean, I am also taking, like, one of your kiddos' stuff here. So, I mean... so, I'm definitely contributing here. Okay, let's go ahead and grab these coins. Yoink. But we were able to fit all that stuff and come here early in the morning. But considering getting home so late yesterday and then needing to pack... We headed out from my place at like midnight last night to go to my cousin's place to pack up the stuff that I needed to pack up there. And I only got to bed at like 2 in the morning to wake up at 6 in the morning to get here at like 8-ish was the case. So apart from the people that needed to be here for like the pre-setup and to like handle the registration in the front, we were the first ones here this time. We were here pretty decently early. Oh, I almost got the second timing maybe. We were here pretty early. And so, I already didn't have a whole lot of sleep during the weekend, because on the one night staying at the lake, we were up until 1 in the morning playing Ticket to Ride. I was probably up until 2 in the morning. Woke up at like 8:30, 9 a.m.-ish. Decent sleep, but not like that much of a sleep. And I could have still caught like an extra few winks. And then, that night of going to bed at 2 a.m. and needing to wake up at 6 a.m., I was running on a few hours of sleep. So, when I started this by streaming Metroid Prime 2, Like, I was like, oh yeah, I'm here, I'm energetic, I just got set up, I can stay committed to streaming here for a while. But a couple hours in, I was just like near half dead. It was like me while streaming Persona 3 Reload at Megaland. Is what it was kind of like, where I was just like really done and I found myself nodding off there. So I took a power nap for about an hour and a half and now I'm energized again. That's the case, even though I'm really not running on much sleep. It's 11:50 p.m. We'll see how long this energy keeps up. We shall see. But I needed to take a bit of a power nap to power me through the free-for-all Smash tournament that I was hosting. There we go. And, yeah, I was able to get through it. Was able to get it done. I'm still slightly tired. I'm not yawning all that much. Like, it's crazy how much energy you can just get from, like, a solid short power nap. So I just put my chair back, put a blanket over me, and passed out for a little while. I'm starting to get pretty cold. It'd be nice to put on my jacket. But cousin's younger kiddo stole my jacket. I have my hoodie around here somewhere, so maybe I'll put that on in a little bit. That's maybe what I'll have to do. So that's been what's been going on here so far. And then the entirety of the Paper Mario playthrough will be done at, like, different events. Main game start to finish at Megaland. And then a little bit of post-game stuff here that I wanted to cover at Fragapalooza. And then that'll be it for the Paper Mario playthrough. And I did start Paper Mario. I did start Mario and Luigi Partners in Time here recently because I wanted to get through that before Brothership came out. I don't know, Paunch, maybe Blow Up. How about Blow Up? Oh, that's whoops. That's not the one that I was thinking of. At least you're flipped over. That works fine, I guess. And then we can just hammer you. That works perfectly fine. Yeah, it's been pretty hectic. It's been pretty busy. I've been having some technical difficulties with this camera, with my capture card, with getting stuff set up on the stage. It's been a little bit of flying by the seat of my pants, but like, it seems like it's running smoother than it was last year, at least in terms of the Smash tournaments thus far. We only had, like, I believe 13 people sign up for the free-for-all tournament in a venue with about, like, 300 some people. It would have been cool to get more people playing, but oh well. The people that did play had a lot of fun, it seemed like. And that's what's important. So yeah, I've been slowly going crazy here. It's been, I know what's going on. It's been busy. It's been really busy. But I'm here to play video games, have fun, make a whole bunch of progress on things, and host some tournaments that people can just have a blast with. So tomorrow is going to be the doubles tournament. The day after that is going to be the singles tournament that I'm running. Ow. Okay, I did that way too early. And unrelated to the stuff I was just talking about, but related to this game, because I played this in basically one session, just with breaks in between, but basically one session across a few days, I didn't really get the chance to really look into the game all that much during that time, like I was mentioning with the whole power bounce is actually harder now. And I was saying, I'm pretty sure I was saying, got it. I'm pretty sure I was saying when I was playing the main game that I remembered that guarding used to do more rather than just like, I have one extra defense when I'm guarding, and it feels like really wimpy and like it's not really doing all that much. That's because there is a better guard. It's called a super guard, and that's what happens when you guard within like a few frames of getting hit. And I forgot that that was a thing and thought that regular guards were just fine, so I never even went for it like at all during the entire playthrough. It's like, in grinding, it's not like I would be trying to get that. I would just be trying to kill the enemies, the Amazy Daisies, over and over again. And I never bothered to go to the practice guide, didn't get the chance to do that, so, in this entire playthrough, I've not super guard like a single time. And apparently for some of these super bosses, it's basically necessary to super guard. So, oh, you've got to be kidding me. I mean, I can try doing it from time to time. I just look like a regular guard, so like, I don't know. So, I don't know, but apparently I can super guard and just take like no damage. But it's a really tight input. So, I mean, oh, maybe I should have taken out that guy with the shell in the back. Maybe what I should have done. How's the fence is gonna go up? Oh well, there's two of us, it's fine. Does your defense drop by the same amount? I'm trying to stun on that first one when you're knocked down. I guess maybe not. Got it. I was really sucking at it towards the end of the playthrough of the main game, but I've gotten, like, no practice since then, but maybe I just needed to go into it with a fresh slate, and then I can start getting it again. That's maybe what's going on here. I could always take off the timing tutor and put on something else, but, like, I'm still a noob here, basically. Uh-oh. I did that so early. I wasn't sure how fast he was going to come over. I guess I could have done Sweet Treat and then killed with Bella. I probably should have, in hindsight. Oh, well. Oh, well, there. I guess it's fine. So, yeah, I've learned a thing or two about this game. So, the original game had one super boss at the bottom of the Pit of 100 Trials, and this version apparently has 2 new super bosses. So I can try doing those, and unfortunately one of them is also at the bottom of the Pit of 100 Trials, so I have to go through this twice, which is pretty dumb, if I'm gonna be honest. But I really hope that going after these super bosses won't take me more than a couple hours. Like, when I was planning out my time in this event, I figured I'd have time to do all the things that I want to take dedicated time to do here. But then I didn't really account for how long the extra setup time of tournaments would take, when I should never expect things to just immediately go perfectly. That's kind of wishful thinking there. So, things have taken a little bit longer, and I wasn't expecting to come into Fragapalooza kind of sleep-deprived. So, we'll see here. I will try to get some decent sleep tonight. Try to get to my car for some sleep at a decent hour so I can get up at a decent time. And get alright to streaming again. There we go. And actually be on top of things for the doubles tournament. Which is the one that I'll also be playing in. The only one of the tournaments that I'll also play in. To play with my cousin's kid over there. Is the plan. Let's try to stunt on that first one. Here, let's just, do this. Head bonk. I'm not getting the timing on the stunt. I was trying to super guard. I want to figure out how to properly do it. Why am I not ever getting that first stunt? Like, I don't really need to style here. I'm mostly just doing it for practice. Is pretty much what's going on here. So, yeah. I don't really know what else to ramble about while this is going on. The main playthrough that I want to do is Metroid Prime 2 during this event. I'm starting to think that every major event I should do should have, like, one main playthrough that, like, defines that event. And the game that I want for this event is Metroid Prime 2. Is my plan. So I've already gotten through, like, a decent amount of it. I feel like I'm making good progress. Is what I feel like here. It's going along pretty well. It's pretty fun. I've been enjoying it. It's been a pretty good game so far, for the most part. Let's see here. Sure, go ahead and switch here. And then kaboom. Like, at Mega Land, the main game was this one here, where I did the whole game start to finish. I plan on doing the whole game of Metroid Prime 2 start to finish during this event. And it works well for Metroid Prime 2, because then I can potentially play with other people for the multiplayer versus mode. And showcase that. Play it a little bit just to showcase what the multiplayer is like. Why not, right? And I'll do Metroid Prime 3 sometime later. Like maybe 24-hour Cherry Stream 11. Maybe that'll be my main game. 24-hour Cherry Stream 10, the main game was Pokemon X. Pokemon X and Y. Metroid Prime 3 is on my list of ones to do without being like a... Gosh dang it. Without being like a super insanely long game, so it could be a pretty good candidate, I would say. It could work pretty well. Bounce. Here, kaboom. Blammo. Oh, he's blast proof. Oh. Well, even with the guard. Am I ever gonna super guard? Why am I so bad at video games, huh? I swear I'm trying to do that stunt in the middle. Would have been able to do it back in May, maybe. I don't know. So stylish. Styling on them. I don't know what floor I'm on. Still nowhere near the bottom. I'm still only getting 1 star point. And the enemies still aren't exactly super hard. So, I kind of don't want to spoil the surprise and read what floor I'm on. I kind of just want to go and try it. So I think I want to do. I don't think I've ever beaten the super boss at the bottom here. I don't think that's something I ever bothered to do back when. But hey, I'll do it now. Oh, but then I didn't get the second stun. Why ever not? Here. And then I didn't get the first stun. Be like one or the other, huh? Alright, then we switch back to Goombella here. So yeah, I'm not entirely certain how much longer I'm going to be streaming tonight. Okay, it is midnight, so it's officially Friday. Day 2 of Fragapalooza. And yeah, I know that I could just be, like, gaming through the whole night. Well, I couldn't be, because I have to, for sure, be awake in time to set up the Smash tournament, so I don't have that leeway. But even assuming that I did, realistically, in terms of managing my time, I want to do it in such a way that's, like, I apparently never got this chest. Must have been one that I skipped with the mover. Pity Flower Badge. When Mario takes damage in battle, occasionally recover 1 FP. Okay, interesting. I want to play this strategically. Sleep just enough that I can make it through the whole event. I'm not going to be pulling, like, any all-nighters here to completely destroy myself and be, like, half dead for a tournament. That is not a great idea. And I kind of strategize with the position that I parked my car. With some trees nearby to actually get some shade and not have it heat up like a furnace when the sun starts coming up and heating it up. So, I gotta take this strategically. I'm gonna try and maximize my stream time at Frag this year. It was already lower than I would have expected because I had a power nap in the middle of it. But, hey. What do I do about that guy? I'm sure there's some sort of partner that can do something about that, right? Like, can you just punch? Is that a thing you can do? I guess so. Why is it green? Oh yeah, and then I can stun there. I'm trying to super guard. I'm trying to get it a little bit tighter. Here, just for a little smidge, because I'll build it up for free in no time. So, yeah. I figured I'd wedge this in here, because dang, I was actually trying to put it there. But that's fine. Because there's a bunch of short session things like this, like doing the super bosses in this. I want to do a map of Fire Emblem Fates. I want to showcase Pelipper Island, a Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon. Just a whole bunch of random post-game kind of stuff of recent playthroughs around here, for example. I want to do a little bit of all my current ongoing stream games. But I'd like to do a little bit of everything. Plus, Metroid Prime 2 start to finish, and the first DLC for Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which is Legacy of the First Blade, start to finish. I want it through here. Like, I have a decent list of stuff to get through, and I'm making progress here. The only thing I've for sure knocked off already is Unicorn Overlord, and Smash Free for All tournament, you could argue.